And now on how to bind skin onto the bones. There are actually two methods I know about. One is to parent the object to the bone and then with automatic weights. And that pretty much does everything for you. It's fast, convenient, kind of messy. Oh, look at that, it looks pretty good, right? Some parts that are demorphed. But, you know, nice and convenient. Did most of the job for you. But that's not how I like to do it. I like doing it the hard way. So, unparented. Control Z it all the way back to one parent. The other way, the more controlled method, is by applying the armature modifier and doing that. After that, you go into vertex groups and open up weight paint. This is a much more complicated method, but it's worth knowing about, definitely. Anyway, object mode actually is where you will first want to start. I'm gonna first select this. I pressed L to select the linked area since this part isn't linked to anything else. And paint weight, and you can press V as in view. Just want to make sure you know I'm not pressing V because V does something different. And you just pick an area and the vertex group is automatically created. You set the weight to 100 and assign. And that's it. That part is now vertexed onto the wrong bone. Dang. Undid all that. Pressed V to be able to select the bones from paint weight mode, and V to be able to select the vertices. Painted to create the vertex group and assigned. And anything in the vertex group will be controlled by the bone that's the same name as the vertex group. And now I do that for every single bone. You have to go into edit mode to select the bones. It's the only way to select it. It's easier to select it this way. And also, something I should have mentioned actually, you can hold the middle mouse button, press B, saying it wrong. If you press B, it gives you this box select, and if you hold the middle mouse button when you select, it deselects. Hobarth color concept was just added to the Dropbox. That's nice to know. So continue on, select the bone, create the vertex group, assign everything to that vertex group, and now this arm is rigged, except for the hand and the fingers and the thumb. But now you see how that works. Now I might speed this next part up as I do everything. Do the rest of these bones. I might speed it up, or I might make you sit there. How do you deselect the link? I'm not sure you can. Yeah, no, you can't. You have to deselect everything and reselect things. Hopefully someone thinks of changing that. Someone who works for Blender. And there, now that's the entire arm rigged. You can control the arm, you can control the hand, you can control the fingers. Fingers are a little annoying to control. So I want the base of the fingers to all be controlled by the hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this invisible with H. There doesn't need to be a face here, actually, either. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete all these faces, select them all by holding Shift and X, faces. Now I'm going to hold Alt, and right click on these open areas to select. Should have been holding shift to select them, and onto weight paint. You see the hand there is still invisible. I'm gonna go into the hand. Yeah, it stops being invisible when you press V to get out of vertex mode. Anyway, I'm gonna assign all these to the hand vertex and unassign them from the fingers and thumb vertex. Also, if you press Z, you can see an outline of that. That's kind of cool. So, what the hell? Fingers, remove. Okay. Hand, I must have removed it from the hand. Oops. Okay, so now that's better. So, we'll have your attention. Might as well add a few modifiers to the bone. You have to go back to object mode to edit the bones. Limit rotation. I'll limit by the only rotation I want is from the Z-axis, so I'll limit the X, and I'm not sure which. Okay, this one's Y. If you hold it over for a few seconds, it tells you. Dang. I don't know exactly which one it. Hold on, I can fix this. X, Z, Y. If you press either of those while it's rotating, it. Yeah, okay, it limits everything except Y rotation. And put it to local space. Okay, this is getting on my nerves. Try Z. Okay, try X. Okay, there we go. X. Okay, that makes sense. So limit everything except the X and make sure it's in local space. That's finally right about the local space thing. Limit rotation and local space. And there. Now the fingers won't be weird. The thumb, on the other hand, thumbs can go anywhere, so that one's fine on its own. Also, here I want copy rotation from arm CL. World is fine. Basically, I want this to control the entire arm, including the hand, everything except the fingers, basically. So that also means that these bones here can go invisible. They're never going to be used again. At least, not if you did everything right. And I know I probably didn't. So, yeah, those bones aren't really necessary anymore. Everything's controlled by the visible bones. Makes things easier, nice and convenient. Yeah. So that's that arm finished. Now I might speed the next part up. Either way, this part